Whew. Can't wait to get back to my dorm. Another tough day of eye-clicker questions in Engineering 1000. What on earth was that? I need to get back to my dorm as soon as possible. Oh my god. That's it. You're done.
Oh my god, what's going on?
I'm reverse engineering Elmo. What do you think I'm doing?
Can I join?
Sure, why not?
Safety glasses on. Say goodbye to Elmo, everyone. Say your goodbyes.
Goodbye, Elmo.
You will be missed. Let's get to it.
So, here we have it, the beginning of the utter destruction of Elmo. As you can see, we began by cutting into him with a pair of scissors so that we could access the exoskeleton underneath. This was honestly a harder process than I thought it would be, mostly because it wasn't just an outer layer of fuzz and fabric, but there was fabric on the inside that was attached to the hard plastic exoskeleton. We had to do a lot of cutting and maneuvering around the harder plastic parts that we couldn't cut through in order to remove all of the outer plushy layer. We then had to remove the felt from his legs, which were included in the plastic exoskeleton. This was kind of a surprise to us because even though we knew the legs felt kind of hard and plastic-like before we cut into Elmo, it was still interesting to see the actual design that was underneath. We removed all the fluff from Elmo's head, which also surprised me because this was the one and only part of Elmo that contained fluff or polyfill, and the rest was just fabric covering the exoskeleton. Sean did the honors of cutting into poor Elmo's head, and after some careful scissor work, we had finally removed all of the parts, and we were left solely with the exoskeleton. Here he is, still kicking a little bit. Sean then went back in with the scissors, removed his nose, some more of the felt and fabric around the eyes, and there we had it. That was Elmo. After that, we removed the legs from Elmo's body, as you can see here, so we were left with just his main body. Next up, we had the task of removing this white plastic piece that served as a protective layer for all the parts that were kept underneath. It was attached to Elmo's body through multiple screws, and it took a bit of time to get them all out. Here in the video, we have Kelly removing all the screws. They were tucked into the plastic bits, so it took a while to unscrew all of them. Once we had removed all of the screws, we were able to take off the plastic outer covering. Inside there was a circuit board, another plastic white piece, and a bunch of wires attached to various places. To continue taking Elmo apart, we were faced with even more screws. In the video, here I am trying to remove the neck and the head, but there was another plastic piece inhibiting the neck and head from being removed, so all I was able to do was take out the screw that helped to hold that in place.
So we've taken the legs off. They were attached to these, and so inside, this, whenever you press it, it pushes this button right here. That's what activates the noises and like the legs kicking, because inside there's like a mechanism that causes these to move, and that's where,
part to move as well.
yeah, and that to move for his neck, and that's what caused the legs to like kick. We took off this to get inside of there. There's also this circuit board with a lot of like wires and things. We're gonna figure out what they all attach to and what they all do. I'm gonna figure out, I don't know what this does, because I thought that the purpose of this was to just be like pressed and to push that button, because that's what we were doing, was pressing this. Yeah, but there's stuff in here and wires attached to it. So
I'm excited to take it apart.
yeah, we're gonna look into that for sure and see what that connects to. It's something on the circuit board. So I'm not sure what that does. Oh, wait a minute. This is probably the sound box, right?
Oh, wait, you're right.
Yeah, that's where the sound comes from.
That's why it has the like a
Yeah, it's
speaker
got a little
look on the
speaker.
outside.
After making our discovery about where the sound came from within Elmo, we were faced with even more screws to remove. This time we were trying to remove the circuit board, which was held down by the wires as well as screws that connected it to the plastic. Unfortunately, we did have to cut through the wires because that was part of what was holding the circuit board down, and that will be shown in the next clip when we realized we had to cut through those.
Officially, the last time Elmo will be able to move. Ready?
That's so sad.
But it's just the screws. Oh!
What?
Well, those are the bits that moved his legs. So those came out of right here. There is these things attached to that as well. Alright. So now I'm gonna detach the wires here, here, and here so that we can get the circuit board away from the stuff inside that allowed him to like move around. So
Might
and
have
this
to cut them.
we won't be able to put back together. This is the last time Elmo's gonna be able to talk because these are all like soldered down and attached. It's not just something we can put back together. So this is officially goodbye to Elmo.
Bye, Elmo.
All right, here we go. Oh, you're right. I'm gonna have to cut these. Immediate regret. All right,
That's it. That was it. That's the first cut.
bam.
Damn.
All right, and now we have our circuit board. That's the back. This is the front of the circuit board, and then this is the voice box. We'll take this apart as well.
We should take
Actually,
some
there
good
isn't-
pictures of this stuff.
Oh yeah. This is the back of the circuit board.
After removing the circuit board as well as the red plastic piece underneath, we were left with a bunch of mechanical items underneath such as gears, motor, and black plastic pieces causing Elmo's legs and neck to move. Here we have Sean removing all the pieces, first the small gear and then the bigger one, as well as these black plastic pieces. This one couldn't come out because it was attached at the neck. And lastly we had this motor, as well as some springs. So the motor I found really interesting because this is the piece that kind of powered the whole sort of mechanism in order for Elmo to move. So I just thought that that was a really interesting part, especially considering how small it was relative to the gears and the other parts that helped to move it. Here we have the rest of Elmo's body, and we decided in order to fully take it apart, we would take out the batteries and remove this backing so that we would completely be left with just the outer shell.
All right, so this is what's left of Elmo. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
This is what's left of Elmo after all of that. We've got his stomach area and then the back where the batteries were. But yeah, any final thoughts on the utter dissection of Elmo?
I am gonna miss him, and I'm sad he's gone.
Yeah, that's understandable. Any thoughts, Kelly?
I think he needed to go. It was his time.
It was his time?
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, we've got Elmo, the back of the battery pack. Oh, here, let's show all the parts. That sounds horrible. This was covering the gearbox. That was covering the circuit board, the back of that. That's our screwdriver bits. Those were all the gears that made his head move and his legs move, and that was the motor that did it. We got our circuit board with the voice box. Those are the pieces that moved the legs, the springs that did that. That was part of the circuit board, actually. I should move that over there. Our batteries, and then all of the screws that we took apart. A very successful mission. Say bye, guys. Yay.
Yay.
All right. We were taking apart the speaker. So that was the bit that was holding this on. We've got our wires coming out. I'm assuming... At first I thought
Can you
that
take it
was-
out of the plastic
Yeah, I
part?
can. I'm just showing the back first.
Okay.
At first... Oh, well, yeah, that's like the little speaker. At first I thought this was a battery, but I'm realizing now it's not. This appears to be a magnet. And then on this side, we've got this. So this is like a little plastic covering, I guess. I'm not really sure how this works. I'm sure we'll find out. It's got holes going around it.
yeah, voice box.
Yay.